Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today on Customer States What? We have that 2014 A6 diesel still in the shop. We're replacing the struts, the sway bar bushings, and the sway bar end links. Very good. So since we already have taken it up top, let's just get into it. Alright, we got 13 millimeter here. We already sprayed them down with some PB Blaster. Yep. Let's take this little cap off here. And now we could gain access to the sway bar bushing and replace it. Now let's get the other side off as well. So before you put the new bushings in, there is an orientation. You see an indent here and an indent here. It's the smaller of the semicircles. That actually is the portion that goes into the subframe. So what we do is we'll just take this guy off here, put that on there, and put our cap back on. You can spray a little PB in there to aid the installation, and then just finger tight the nuts on. Oh, that can be a giggity. If so, let me know in the comments. Very good. Now we'll just do the other side and we'll send those bolts home. Put a little bit of grease on the cap just to aid the installation. Oh, where'd my other nut go? Uh-oh, I lost my nut. Okay, I found it. Oh, caught that before it hit the ground. Nice. Reflexes are still okay. Very good, there's that one. And you know what, not for nothing, before I send these bolts home, I think I'll do the sway bar links, just so if I have to maneuver the sway bar and not fight it, I can. Very good. So the sway bar link, it's an 18 millimeter here. The bolt goes all the way through. And it is also an 18 millimeter here. You're gonna need a gear wrench and just a regular wrench to hold one side, and be careful because there is a height sensor here as well. Very good. Alright guys, we're in the process of taking the strut assembly out. We did take the bracket off the knuckle here that holds the brake line and the sensor wiring. Get it out of the way. We also have a strap right here that goes through the hole right here, and then I have a pry bar, so this will support the whole knuckle assembly just in case, so we don't hyperextend the axle. You don't want to do that, you'll have a bad day. So this here was an 18 millimeter headed bolt. The one down here was 18. The ones on the sway bars were actually 16. So I'll correct it in the clip before. There should be some writing. So now, to get the fork down, we have to spread this seam right here with a chisel there. So now I could maneuver that, and I'm going to get another technician. We're going to stick a pry bar in right through here just to give me that little extra room to get the fork out. Then once the fork is out, we just undo the 413s and we'll be able to remove the strut. Very good. Let's see if I can do it by myself. Yep, there we go. Come on, come on, come on. Get it out. Yeah, there we go. Giggity, giggity, go. We're out. And this is how I have it set up here. We are under the lines, not on top of them. And it's just a safety precaution. So let's get these bolts out for the shock. gotta use a thin wall. Alright guys, we're all set up in the strut compressor. If you do not know how to use this machine, you better ask somebody. So we're just going to compress the spring just enough so where the shock can give me a little wiggle wiggle. Yeah, you saw that come up? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Let's see, which way can I get in? I can get in right here. Come on. There we go. You saw what I did to get a little more tension. I released some of the spring. Now I'm going to compress it back down. So now we can remove the top hat. Well, we should be able to remove the top hat. There we go. And now the strut should just drop right out. Very good. I made a chalk mark here to line that up properly. There's a washer right here you must install first. Alright. Oh, that came up. Come on, jump down. There we go. I just want to start it. Oh, damn it. Let's get a little more tension on that spring. Oh, look, our washer moved. That's not good. Put that back where it belongs.
Reasonable explanation I can say is
And get this guy here.
into the cylinder and it's just burning off into the cylinder.
And then I have no idea what they're talking about, guys. They're talking straight out their ass. It's a piston rings that burn oil. Or even the valve seats. You freaking boom bars. Alright, so now that we got that in there, send it on home. And now we're done. Now we install it in the car. So we have the suspension compressed a little bit so we can tighten up our suspension bolts. Now we will install our sway bar end links and then tighten up our bushings. Very good. Everything's going pretty good so far. And you know what? I shouldn't have said anything because I probably jinxed it. Alright guys, here are the old sway bars. And not for nothing, here are the new ones. They are upgraded. Very good. Very good. Well, alright guys, the suspension is all in. It's all torqued down to specification. The tire pressures have been set to specification. And now we're off to the alignment rack. Very good. If you guys don't know what to do, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for further content.